All right. Next up, a new segment,
Oh,
working title, but as of right now, called Hot or Cold. All right. I got 4 things for you. I'm going to read them off. If you think it's going to happen, it's really likely it's going to happen. It's hot. All right. You think no chance, it's cold. All right.
okay.
You with me?
Okay.
All right.
Yeet or no
Number
yeet?
1, yeet or no yeet. I like it. All right. Number 1, Iowa will average over 21 points a game this year.
Oh God, you're throwing one out like immediately. Oh damn. No yeet. I don't trust. No yeet. No yeet. Just that they don't have any offensive players. They've slightly improved the OC position, but like it wasn't. It isn't that much better.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I agree. I don't think that they'll average over 21 points a game this year. If they can start getting some dudes in there, maybe eventually, but next year, probably not. Now, I gave you a layup on the first one, okay?
Oh no. Oh
The
no.
next 3 are going to be a little bit more difficult. Number 2, Billy Napier will be fired before the season is over.
No yeet.
No, you don't think so?
No yeet. No, that one was simpler than the other one. They gotta go. They gotta go and get through the entire season to see how everything goes.
That's fair.
If he gets back to a bowl game, I think that buys him another year. I'd be shocked if they let him go if he gets to a bowl game this year. So, and they've got the talent to be able to do that, to sneak into a bowl game. So, no yeet. I don't think he gets fired mid-season.
I see what you're saying. To play devil's advocate, though, if he doesn't make a bowl game this year, oof. All right, it's gonna be a big oof. If we're 3/4 of the way through the season and they got 3 wins or 2 wins, oof.
Now,
Which I
here's
have,
the
I have no
argument.
idea what their schedule is, so I have no idea how hard it is.
Here's the argument I'll say, right? If they get 3/4 of the way through the season and they've only got 2 or 3 wins, there's only one viable way he keeps his job till at least the end of the season.
One of those wins is against Georgia.
Exactly. That's the
Yeah.
only viable way.
Yeah.
And who knows, that might buy him an extra year because, hey, we beat Georgia.
Yeah. I mean, you saw it at Georgia for years with Mark Richt. He would, consistent 10-win seasons. No hate on Mark Richt. I grew up watching him. He was my favorite coach. Obviously, I grew up watching him for the majority of my life.
Yeah, me too.
But, he was that always 10 wins, so close, but always had that 1 or 2 slip-ups every year, and it always bought him another year. He'd pull out a win against somebody he shouldn't have, and it'd always buy him another year.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How different is everything if Georgia beats Alabama in 2012?
Mark Richt is viewed completely differently.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirby Smart probably isn't the head coach at Georgia because Mark Richt would have
probably got
at that point become, you got the extension, probably ended up becoming the savior, really. What Georgia fans feel about Kirby Smart now, they would have felt that way about Mark Richt.
Yeah.
And
because I think anyone with a pulse, besides Notre Dame fans, will admit that the national championship game that year was in the SEC championship game.
Oh, yeah.
Because with how bad Notre Dame got mollywopped by Alabama,
yeah, that was the national championship that year. But, yeah, it is what it is.
Next topic? Or not next topic.
Next one.
Yeah.
Number 3, Texas will be in the SEC championship this year. Mm-hmm. Told you it got harder.
Oh, yeah, that one is hard because. Gummit. Okay. I think they make the playoffs this year for sure. It's
It's not the
just
question.
it really is just how much of a step back does Texas take with the loss of Xavier Worthy and AD Mitchell. I think they've also lost Jatavian Sanders as well.
Yeah.
But it's a Sark-led offense with the quarterback returning. So, not that big of a step back. Now, you have to look at the other things, okay? How good's Oklahoma going to be this year? Is Jackson Arnold going to be the guy? You know, is he going to be able to beat Texas in the Red River Shootout? How big of a step back is Alabama going to take? Is Alabama going to be able to beat Texas? Wait, do they play this year?
No, Alabama doesn't play Texas. Georgia plays Texas.
No, they don't play Texas this year. Duh, never mind. Okay. That changes things. Different. I'll say Yeet. Yeah. Yeet. I believe it. I think we could see a rematch from the Georgia-Texas game earlier in the season. I think that is very viable.
Texas goes to Michigan September 7th.
Give me Texas in that one. Wait, when? September?
Yeah, second game of the year.
Okay, it'll
they
be
got Colorado
warm.
State, then at Michigan.
Well, Alabama goes to Wisconsin too, so.
Yeah.
Which I actually like that. Like, I'll say, like, those are matchups you don't really see that often. You know, typically if you see those matchups, they're in a neutral site. Now, all of a sudden, you got Texas going up north to Michigan. You got Alabama going up north to Wisconsin. Just, I love that. I love the idea of that. So.
Yeah, their schedule is actually fairly easy. Really easy. Really. They got Colorado State, at Michigan, UTSA, Louisiana Monroe, Mississippi State, Oklahoma in the Cotton Bowl, Georgia at Vanderbilt, Florida at Arkansas, Kentucky at Texas A&M to end out the year.
Okay, so.
I mean, your hardest games are Michigan and Georgia. And maybe Texas A&M.
And I'll make an argument that the hardest situation they'll be dealing with is having to deal with the Broadway girls over at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Keep the boys off Broadway. It's an easy win. Keep the boys off Broadway. You're good.
Yeah, after looking at their schedule, I think they probably do make the SEC championship.
The only thing that held me up on that entire thing was I thought they played Alabama again this year, and I was like, oh.
Right.
Wait, did you say they played Auburn?
No.
No, they don't play Auburn? Ooh. Oh. And with the way these schedules are set up, that means they're going to play Auburn and Alabama in the same year from here on out. Wow. Don't stop recording.
Yeah.
It's a cat.
No, I didn't. I just moved him. All right. Last one. Alabama will make the playoffs in Kalen DeBoer's first year.
Yeet. Yeah, no. Look, they're going to take a bit of a step back, but that's only because they're going to have to figure out this offense.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have to figure out the defense. They're going to be adjusting, not figure it out. They're going to be adjusting to it. But I still think they're going to be a top 12 team. Now, the argument that's going to be had is, okay, the 12th team, are they actually a top 11 or a top 10 team? Because that number 12 is going to go to the best group of 5 team.
Right.
From here on out. So if you're at 12, you're SOL, buddy.
Right. I mean, Alabama's schedule's fairly easy. I mean, you got to go to Wisconsin, but other than that, they got Oklahoma late in the year.
Ooh.
They got Auburn.
Eh.
So
Someone was going through Alabama's schedule after DeBoer was named, and he's like he put out like 5 possibilities of losses.
5?
And yeah, Auburn, Oklahoma, Georgia, Mizzou, and there was another one I can't remember.
LSU.
But I was kind of shocked. Like the ones they're going to have to watch out for is Oklahoma, Auburn, and Georgia. As long as they can win those 3, they should be in a good spot. And the only reason I'm hesitant on just moving on and being like, oh well, Mizzou's not going to be a threat. I'm hesitant to say that because Drink has them going right now. The only problem I see possibly is their defense taking a big step back. Because a lot of those guys on that defense are gone now.
Right.
Like I think they had 7 seniors on that starting 11.
Yeah, and the dudes that weren't seniors transferred pretty much. So
Did they?
Caleb Downs is gone.
No. I'm talking about Mizzou's defense.
Oh, Missouri. Oh, I thought you were talking about Alabama. Missouri,
No,
yeah,
I'm
most
talking
of
about why
their...
I'm hesitant. Like I was talking about, I was hesitant to go and say Mizzou's like going to put up a fight against Alabama.
I mean,
Is it at
Mizzou's
Mizzou?
offense is going to be really good.
Is it at
It
Como?
is. No, it's at home.
Yeah, no, Alabama should win that one.
Yeah.
I'd be shocked if they didn't. But if
I mean,
Alabama loses 4, they might miss out on the playoffs. I will say that.
Yeah, I mean, the only 4 I could see them losing is Georgia, Oklahoma, maybe Auburn, maybe Missouri, maybe LSU, but
LSU, forgot about that.
Yeah,
If
they got
LSU,
at Tennessee, but
if LSU's defense gets turned around, yeah, they're going to be a threat again.
yeah, I mean they got at Tennessee, which could be an interesting game, especially if Nico turns out to be at what everybody thought he was.